Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, a great big warm welcome. Really pleased you could join me. Right, today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make cards because I've got a few birthdays coming up in the family. I've got a few cards I need to make and I ain't started making. So, and I can't nip out and buy one. So I can't leave it to the last minute and do that, which is what happens sometimes. I think, oh right, I've got this and this coming up, and then I forget all about it because it's got brain notice, and then it ends up that it's the last minute. I've got 3 birthdays that week and I'm like, oh, I've got one to shop, but can't do that. So plenty of time on my hands. I thought it's the perfect time to get this month's birthday cards all made and ready to go. Right, so I'm just going to work on one for now. I really do like this card base. It's a good quality and I love the scalloped edge and that, but I've only got it now in ivory, which ain't what I want. I need a white one for this project, I think. If I don't like it, I can always do it another colour and that, do another one, but I do think this is going to be what I want to use, because I was looking through my different paper stacks and that, and this paper pack, right, this is a new one. I think it's just fell apart, but I've had this 3 times over, maybe 4, right, from the pound shop, because I like all the papers that are in here. Look, aren't they lovely? Not so keen on the one with the keys, right, but other than that, every other style have been ones that I've liked to use on cards and in journals as tags and pockets and things. So I've had this again and again and again, and then I bought one, I think before Christmas probably now. Just don't remember buying one of these since I've lived here, and just put it away, forgot about it. So I want to use that. This is a 6 by 8, and this was in a paper pack. It was also from the pound shop, but they only did this once, and I bought one. I wished I'd bought a couple while I was there, because I did like all the papers that was in this, and I thought I'd used it all, but I found this one, like, holy grail. I really liked this, and it was like, ah, because I was excited. And yeah, I didn't know I had it, so I want to use that as the base. And then I fancy the bird cages, because I've got, I think I've only got a few left. These wooden, oh, hang on, that one. There was about 4 different designs or 5 different designs of these, and you've got a couple of each. And it looks like these 2 are the only 2 I've got left. So I think the shape of this bird cage, this one will be the one that will go better. So I'm going to get that out. And before I do anything else, I'm going to grab the paint, and I was going to do it with the inks, but I've got a really nice, like, lilac-y colour paint that I think will look cool on that, so I'm just going to grab that. Right, so I've just got a bit of scrap paper, and I thought, we'll paint this, and then I can pop it to one side and forget about it. I'm not putting a lot of paint on the brush because I want it to go in all the little nooks and crannies, which works better with a dry-ish brush. So all those bits at the top seem to have paint on. Might need a little tiny bit more, just tiny strokes and little bit, because I don't want, they're really delicate, because the wood is really thin, so they're easy to snap. So I don't want to snap the birdie off in the middle of the cage or anything like that, but let's see, let's move it on to the right. I think that is pretty well covered, so I'm going to leave it like that and put it to one side out of our way so it's dry and ready at the end. Right, so let's make our card. Starting off with my white card base, and I want to get some colour onto the card, so I'm going to grab the thing, and I've sorted out some inks, and we've got grey, which is called Weathered Wood, Milled Lavender, Shaded Lilac, and then the darkest Seedless Preserve, but that's a more pinky, mauvey colour, so I don't think I will use that, but I'll just keep it there, just in case I want to. But what I thought was, let me just test on a bit of white. I don't want too dark, so I'm just going to go gently with this grey and work round the card, and yeah, just lightly build up a little bit of colour on this front of this card. And so I hope everybody is well and safe in your homes across the globe. It's a very weird time at the minute, but it gives us time to sit down and do things like this, whereas some of you with very busy lives might not have the time normally, even though you want to. You've got the inclination rather, but you ain't got the time because of your busy lives. Whereas now, everyone seems to have time on their hands, don't they? Some people are scratching around not knowing what to do with themselves because they've got way too much time, more than they'd like. Right, that don't seem to be... Oh, here we are. It's so very light, this one. I do really like... Oh, gotta be careful I don't mess my card up. And I just want to blend it with the grey. And, yeah, try and blending it all. I'm going to cover a lot of this, so that's why I'm not going in as far as the middle, because I really don't need to. But I just want the colours around the edges. I want it to be able, or her to be able to see that there are like greys and really light lavender and then this lilac. So just gently and we're really not going to see most of this, but I just don't want it I don't want it white. Right, that is plenty, I think. Right, I'm happy with that. I'm going to give this a wipe off and then we'll move on. Right, so our card's all nice with the base. I'm just looking at what I want to take off roughly. So I'm going to want to come to about there and take that, looks like an inch or maybe just over off of the side. So we'll do our bottom bit first. And I'll save that bit. And yeah, it did look about an inch, didn't it? So let's do an inch and see. I think maybe a little bit more off of the side. About there. I think I'm happier with that as being our base, our first layer of the card. Right, so I'm going to put this to one side so I don't get anything else on it and that's unwanted, and ink around the edge of this, and then I'll just use this because it's dark and ink. I'm using inks. I don't want anything extra going on that card up there, so this will be fine. Just getting rid of those white edges that we don't like. Right. That is that. Right, so I wanted this one. I really love that. I just think it's so pretty. So let's see. Right, that looks like if I come down that line there, yep, and let's see if I take that much off. That will give us that as our card so far. Does that look? Yeah, I think it is straight. Right. So I'm going to ink around this in our lighter one, our milled lavender. Just gently. That might be a bit too light actually. Yeah. I think I'll go round with the lilac. I do love these colours. I just think they're so gorgeous. The lilac going into the greys. It's a really nice combination. And then like the much darker purple underneath. I just think it's lovely. Right. Right, so before I stick this down, I was thinking of some ribbon. I don't think I want it to come from under here. I think I want it to come from under this one, and I'm thinking silver. So I'm going to go and look on silvery grey. I'm just going to have a little look at what we've got. Right, so I really like this. It's not too wide. And for what I've got in mind, I think it's going to look quite lovely. So I'm just going to take that across the bottom and stick it behind. So about there, I'm thinking. I'll move it a tad. Yeah, about there. I've just got to make sure I get it straight, which is the most important thing. So while it's up the right way, if I line that up to those lines there, and then I can line that up to that line there. And I was going to glue from the back, but if I just put a little touch on, I know that I'm keeping it in the right place when I turn it over. Right, and now I'm going to put the better bit of glue on, like a bit more. Now I know where it's got to be. and that will hold it in place. Right, and that will sit nicely on there like that. I think I'm going to glue that down now before I change my mind or forget what I'm doing. So, and so yeah, I hope everyone is just keeping safe indoors. It is a glorious weekend out there today. It's Saturday at the minute while I'm filming. I think this is going to go up on Sunday, so it's Sunday now. But yeah, I did film this yesterday, and it's absolutely glorious outside. But I went to sit out there earlier, and my next door neighbours, I don't know them or that, they were starting a barbecue, and you know, like when they're using them firelighter block things, them white things, to get it going, and it smells really sort of like petrol-y, you know. I hope they weren't starting it with petrol, but yeah, it had a really strong smell. I couldn't sit out there. I went out there to enjoy a little bit of the sunshine, and yeah, all of a sudden I was coughing with all the smoke. I had to come back indoors. So yeah, that weren't fun. Right, I'm liking that. And now I want something else on top of this one. Right, I found a stamp, and it says, "May your day be filled with fun, love and laughter." And this card is for my niece. So I'm going to pop this to one side for a minute. And I'm going to stamp that on, right, let's see. I'm going to use a bit of the same card that I've used to make the birthday card. And I'm looking where I put my cutter down. Oh yeah, put it down under there. And I'm just gonna cut it in half. Oh, the baby's woke up. And I'm gonna stamp. Let's think. I'm gonna see what it comes out like in the lilac. If it's not dark enough, I can use the seedless preserve. Yeah. It might be alright in that colour. That is quite nice. Let's see, I'm a bit... Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to cut that out. If I line, I'm lining up the line of the outside with the inner line of my cutter, hoping, well, from this angle, hoping that that will give me an even line all the way round. If I use that little technique as I go around, like lining up there. Oh. Might line it up again with that. I'll do it the same way so I don't confuse myself. Right, I like that. Looks like it's a slight difference in that side. No, it can't be. I'm lining it up. Oh, right. And I'm just going to straighten that with my thing like that. Right, that's perfect. Oh, a bit of ink around the edge. And I'm going to want this to sit on something darker because it's very light and it will get lost on there. So I think a piece of this, you see, it'll make it stand out that bit. Can't get my words out today, I can't talk. It'll make it stand out that much more, is what I was trying to say. Instead of saying that much bit. Right. And so, oh, I think that's Olivia. She was having a little nap when I turned the camera on. She must have had a little funny dream or something because she's woke up sobbing. And oh, I can't bear it. I can't bear it. I love them so much. I never want them to cry. Oh. Right. Where's that lavender again? Just a bit of that to dull down the other colour, but I just, on these darker ones, you need it. Okay, so where have I got up to? Here and here. That can either go in the centre or, yeah, I think I'm going to have it in the centre. Let's get it stuck down. Pop that bit there. Let's hold it up so that I can see if I'm getting it straight. Yeah, I like that. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to put that in there. So it's top sort of centre. And then, right, I've got to hold it up again just so that I can see where I'm putting it. Up a bit, down a bit. Right, I'm liking that. And then down here, let me just grab my little bit of sparkle. Right, I'm going to use a bit of this. This is the silver. I bought it in silver and gold at Christmas time, 3 for 2. So I've got 2 gold and 1 silver. And it's the stuff where you make them fancy ribbons on your front door or on the back of a chair. And I just bought them. Look, Wilkinson's 4 metre glitter roll, and it shows you a picture of the bow on the chair. Yeah, we didn't do that. I just wanted them. Right, and I don't need half of that for what I want to do. So, I do want to cut a straight line though, so let's get this back and get rid of that. Let's see. Right, what I'm going to do is scrunch like that, because I want to attach it there. But I was going to use a brad, and I've got a nice brad I could use. Or, this is why I go flea markets and second-hand shops, jewellery. Second-hand little bits and bobs of jewellery. I could use that and have that in there. I think that gives it a much better, lovely, lovely sparkle. So, right, I need my pokey tool. I'm rummaging. I keep everything that I use in my lot in this, look, Deathly Hallows bag. How cool's that? I've got loads of Harry Potter bags. My kids know how much I love the books. And yeah, I've got loads of them for all different things. So I'm gonna make an hole. Right, let's see where I want it. About there. Right. So I need to make my hole. Put glue around the hole. And then I can push this through and hold it in place to smush the glue and the glitter roll thing. Smush it together by holding that through the back, and I can push that down just like it was a brad. I need to trim a little bit off of that end. It's not straight, and I need to remove that hair of mine. Oh God, I molt like a dog. Why? Right, so we are almost there. Let's check, my bird cage is dry. I'm going to get down my card base. That is going to go there. I'm really liking. See how quick and easy it is to make greeting cards and to make them look nice and like special. I just think it's so much more personal and special to send cards that I've made. Like I said at the beginning, I sometimes get caught out and that. I've been terrible this year since I've moved here for keeping up with like friends' birthdays and things, you know. I really have been awful, but I'm getting there. I'm starting to get more organised than I was. Oh, look at that. I'm over the moon with that already. And I need my little piece de resistance up in that corner of that. I think the opposite corner to that. So, just trying to get glue on the wood, the chipboard, and not everywhere. But it does need a fair bit so that it's not going to fall off the minute she opens the card. Right. That seems plenty. Oh, right. And I'm just lifting it slightly for a minute. Oh. I am really, really happy with that, and I think that my niece will be really, really happy to receive it, because she'll know as soon as she opens it, she'll know I've made it. And yeah, I just think it's a nice thing to give someone, handmade card. So I know it's different from the norm and that, but it had to be done. I thought I might as well switch the camera on while I'm doing it all, you know, so that you can join me and craft along with me. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you are all staying safe, staying healthy and not going out. I know it's a drag, I know it's hard to be separated from loved ones. Trust me, I really do know it's hard. I ain't seen 3 of my grandchildren and my daughter for a month now, or maybe just over, because they was ill beforehand. I haven't seen Jamie for a couple of weeks. I ain't seen my mum apart from on the doorstep to hand over groceries. It's hard, but we'll all get through this together by lifting each other's spirits, having a laugh, trying to take our minds off of what's going on outside your own front door for a little while, by doing things, making nice things for loved ones and that. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I really hope that she's pleased with it when she receives it next week in the post, and I will be back with something very, very soon. Stay well and safe. I love you all, and I'll be back before you know it. Bye.